heck is a segundo volante? Well, in the intervening week, we drew with Dinamo Bucuresti 1-0 thanks to a Popescu goal in the 79th minute. This was an interesting game. I watched it on extended highlights, and it was... We had more shots. We had more on target. We had a better XG. We didn't have nearly as many long shots as I thought we would have, but 50% of our shots being long shots is just too much. It's just too much. It needs to come down. And that's after I had worked the ball in the box turned on. But we did a decent job with our tackles, and our tackles won. Headers, we just weren't dominant in the air at all. It's something I've been noticing lately. So hopefully that will change or equal out. Money-wise, we're doing okay. $1.8 million in the bank. We've lost $243,000 this month, but I think we're going to get that back at the end of the year in terms of hopefully prize-winning money and TV money. So the opposition report, we are busy and impenetrable. I am not seeing our opponents. That's because this is our monthly performance. A+ on the performance review. We'll take a look at the team here in a minute. Loan-wise, Narija is doing well. Vidovic is doing well. Ibrahimovic, he's happy. They've got a €300,000 buy-on clause on him. He wasn't happy here. I'm not quite sure why. I have to go back and look at the past videos. He was getting the playing time he wanted, and then if I promise him a contract and forget to do it, it's entirely possible. Okay, they're saying Popescu is a bit gassed. Do we bring on Buzan? No, we're going to do this. We're going to bring on Kotora and drop him back and make him the bowling midfielder on support. And then Kostyuk will make the deep line playmaker on support. If I swap them, that's a little bit better. Okay. Anyone else? Nope. So today it's Astra Georgiou in the Romani Cup 6th round. I don't even remember what league they're in. Well, they're in the first league, but they're at the bottom. That's right. Quiet first half. This is the first highlight. Onea on the throw-in. Balaci gets it to Kostyuk. Crosses in. Kostachi's there. Miovski can't get to it. Suleiman's there. He tries sending it in, but it's knocked out by a Georgiou defender. Sully with the throw-in. Kostachi sends it in, knocked away. Badea gets it down to Kostyuk. Kotora to Kostyuk. Sully. Kostachi. Sully. He's going to try and cross it in here, and he bounces it off a Georgiou player back at the top of the box. Back and forth. Kostyuk tries feeding Miovski, and he gets it past the keeper. That was nice. To take a look at the heat map and see how they're playing. Dad. Hold on, bud. Yeah, very nice. Miovski just slid by the defender there and put it away. You know what? Maybe this doesn't have a heat map option. But we're 1-0 up. Things are going well. Kohan to Kenedija. Back to Gohan. To Kenedija. Up to Politic. He cuts across the midfield. Onea steps in front of the pass. Balache gets it down to Kostyuk. Back to Onea. Kostyuk to Kotora. Balache. Kostyuk. Long pass towards Kostachi. Headed towards Sima but knocked away. Badea gets it down to Kotora. Back to Kostachi. Sima back and forth. Kostachi drives forward. Takes the shot. Puts it near post. Wow. That was high risk, low reward, but it worked out. Kostachi just ran between the two defenders. Keeper comes out, but not that far. Left just a big enough gap. Kostachi kicked it. Keeper looked left. Ball went right. That was, like I said, high risk, low reward. Suleiman, Kostacci on the throw-in. Katora, top the box. Balache's there, and he heads it in for the goal. His second of the season. One of the things I am more comfortable with this season is the amount of depth we have on the bench. Well, let me rephrase that. The amount of quality depth we have on the bench. With Panelik being out, Balache is a nice replacement for him. He's not as capable as Panelik, but he's definitely close, which if the drop-off between first team and second team isn't all that great, it's a good thing. I mean, of course it's a good thing. So you should be more comfortable in rotating your side out if you have to. Georgiev on the throw-in. Katora bangs it towards Miovski, but it's knocked down. Lungu with the ball. Kendija to Karu. Preda to Shalaru. Kendija. Preda. Feeds to Ilev, and they get a goal, but it's disallowed because it's offsides. It's about 70 minutes into the game. We need to make a couple of subs here because One is gassed, so we'll bring on Pound. Kostacci's gassed, so we'll bring on Nikushescu. We'll go with that. I'm telling you, the name pronunciations alone are completely worth watching it. Suleiman to Nikushescu. Suleiman drives forward still. Got by the one tackle. Solar was probably not playing him too tightly because he's on the yellow. Katera steps in front of the pass, gets it to Kostic. Yushisetsu. Katara. Back to Badea. Out to Suleiman. Up into space for Nikushescu. He's going to cross it in. Balache's there, but he heads it over the crossbar. Last highlight of the game. Corner kick in. Knocked away. Iliev. Up to Georgiev. Across the field to Matai. Takes the shot, but is pushed wide left thanks to, who's my number 12? Flusek. And that is the match. A very nice 3-0 victory thanks to goals by Miovski, Kostacci, and Balache. We did really well. Played most of the game in their half. Yeah, they were sitting really far back in this 4-1, 4-1. Any more farther back, they'd be parking the bus. But the fact we got 19 shots, 8 on target, a 2xG, and a 60% possession advantage is very, very nice. The nice thing I also like is we're only 4 long shots out of our attempted 19. That's very, very good. Pleased with the result. Winning the 6th round. Katora was very nice. Again, he's part of that quality of depth. We're going to have the draw today. Let's see under 19 draws. I didn't see when we were going to have the draws for the 5th round. I was kind of surprised it happened as quick as it did. So, you know what? We've got friendlies coming up. Because November is blank, and I don't know why. There must be something European going on, but I'm not seeing a lot of my players leaving on international duty or anything like that. I don't think it's the winter break per se, because these two teams definitely picked up the friendlies. So what we're going to do is pause the recording here, and we'll come back for the Voluntari game. We'll come back for the Voluntari game. And then, well, you know what? We'll keep going here for a little bit, and we'll see whether or not the draw for the next Coppa Romania game comes up. Well, the intervening weeks have been interesting. We had walkovers in both of our friendlies, but I signed a new contract. The only drawback is they wanted a 3-year contract. I tried negotiating down to 2. They weren't having it, so I'm here for another 3 years, but probably not. I already had one team, a team in Hungary, ask me if I was interested in joining them. But they were 2nd division. You know what? They might still be in the job center. Yeah, Budafok. With my pronunciations, you know what would happen there. They asked if I was interested in taking over for them. I said no, because they're 14th right now in the Division 2, which frankly is not all that great. It's still within danger of being relegated. In addition to that, they are professional. They have okay finances, but they're a small club. So, And looking at the teams that are available, there's nothing out there that I would go for. Kimki in the Premier League, they're okay, but at the same time, given the Premier League and the teams you're facing there, Zenit, Spartak Moscow, Dynamo Moscow, CSKA Moscow, Kimki is in the relegation fight. You know, I could probably rescue them and then be fighting my way up. Let me see who else was available. We go from one Spartak to the other, although they're not the biggest club either. You know, if I was to go down to... I was thinking about this. This is something Second Yellow Card was talking about in his Journeyman save. My plan has always been to go to a team in a country that has a better ranking. The issue is Romania... as a nation, is currently ranked 42nd. So, and that's a recent happenstance. But as an example, I'll be honest, I don't. Yeah, look, it's right there, world rankings. It's like, but as an example, you know, we are here in 42nd place with Romania. Russia's in 48th place, but if one of the better Russian teams said, hey, come to us, I would take that job. Same thing with... where were they? Like, if one of the First League teams in Bulgaria said, hey, you know, come be our coach, I'd be interested in that. So, I'm wondering if I'm not limiting myself too much by saying, hey, the country I moved to has to be a higher ranking. But for the moment, there's not a lot out there. But probably about the biggest team out there at the moment is either Olympic D, which is in the Ukrainian First League, but they have insecure finances, and they're not a huge club either. Olimpija in the Slovenian First League. So they're competing with Maribor. The rules are fairly straightforward. No more than 3 non-EU players. Players under 17 are not allowed to play. Champions Cup first qualifying round, and then Euro Cup 2. You get money for winning. If they came to me, I don't know that I would say no. But one of the other things we can also have to wait for is the end of December when the transfer window is open. There's going to be a lot of coaches losing their job between now and then. We're playing Voluntari today, and because we had the friendlies in between, I cleared the roster out, so we're going to build it back up again. Suleiman Aw, who they just shortened to Suleiman, it goes there. Now I got to sort by ability. Okay, so Kostic is going there. Balache is going to go there. Kostachi's going to go there. Qatar is going to go there. Panelik we're going to put on the bench. He just got back from injury. He's not exactly match fit. Popescu we're going to put on the bench. Miowski goes there. Zubik goes there. Minea, we're going to put on the bench. Fusek goes there. Sima goes there. Onea. Oh, that's right. Katora goes there because Minea goes here. Yashetsku we're going to put on the bench. Pound is going to go on the bench. Slishanu is going to go on the bench. Sandro. Who am I missing? I don't need a keeper on the bench. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put Buzan on the bench. Take the last spot there. Oh, first highlight of the game. Zemyarski, corner kick. Outswinger. Knocked away. Cross gets it. Bounces it off Academica player. Sima driving forward. passes it up into space. Miovsky ran into Kane. Vlad just kicks it away. Suli's going to pick it up. Kostacci, Manea feeds Kostacci. Crosses it in. Miovsky's there. Can't get it. Jorge up into space, but Hlusek, and that's the highlight. Suli on the throw-in. Kostacci. Back to Suli. Manea sends it in. Balache's there, but it's wide left. We've had 4 shots, but none of them have been on target. A decent possession advantage, too. We're just not making the most of it. Suli on the throw-in. Sima back to Suli. Holds it up. Over to Manea. He crosses it in. Balache's there, and it's over the crossbar again. Zemyarski to Kanye. Kane. I don't know. Are you kidding me? Jorge got that cross off? Man. And they're saying Duica was on sides. Suli. Miovsky can't get it. Jorge. Goes wide, runs right by my number 15. Lujovic comes out. Nice stop. Balache knocks it away. 15 was Onea. Plus, it's about 65 minutes in. Let's make a couple of subs here. Core's not having the best game, so we're going to bring on Mitron. We're going to bring on Pescu for Kostyuk. I'm going to save the last sub. Hlusek knocks it up to Miovsky. Gets it over to Balache. Fumbles, gives it right to Jorge. To Duica. Dolka got it taken away from him. Miovsky holds it up. Back to Manea. Oh, what a shot. Holy cow. That was easily 25 yards. That's goal of the season stuff right there. Wow. An absolute rocket of a shot. The late goal gives us an equalizer. Thank you, George Manea. Wow. Not the best effort by the squad by any stretch of the imagination. Some late game heroics by Manea claws the drawback for us, and we are still in third place. Feel like winning, yeah, strikers kind of barn door with a banjo. I don't know that I've heard that phrase before, but it's certainly apt. To the press conference. Okay. Now, normally what I like to do is play the January window offline, but I suspect the quarterfinal game's there. That's what's... we could probably come back for like Victorial round. Well, there's 3. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of games. 12th, 16th, 19th, 22nd, 29th. Okay, at the very least, we'll come back for Rapid Argus. We may play Victorial. Depends on where they are in the table. Right now they're 9th, but that can definitely change. So, a very good game against Georgiou, a not so great game against Voluntari. A late goal by Manea saves our bacon in that one. It was a great goal, though. It's definitely goal of the year worthy. We're doing really well. As long as we can stay in this area here, I'll be happy. If we can stay 6th and above, I'll be happy. It's looking like we can. So it's gonna be an interesting transfer window. I have a couple players who are looking to leave. I have a couple older players who I'm looking to move. As an example, Couture's wanted, but he's wanted on loan. I had a couple other players who were wanted by teams. But Ben Shug, I can't seem to get rid of. Ochieng is listed. What I may just have to do is look at their contracts. They both end in 28. It may be easier in the long run to pay them to leave. But Dea, why is... Okay. Truta, he's a youngster. Why is he on the under-21s? You know what? Was I just not seeing him? Wow. I wonder if the coach who's giving me this is different than the coach who's doing the tactics. It's entirely possible. It's FM. Anything is possible. But that said, we're doing really well. I'm not trying to get my expectations up too high. I'm tempering them with a mid-table finish. As long as we're out of the relegation fight, I will be happy with that. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellico, and I thank you for watching.